Thursday in Salem is all about people facing decisions that will shape their futures, and every plot thread carries a mix of hope, doubt, and tension. Chanel is once again circling back to the idea of adoption, something that has tugged at her heart for quite some time. Now that Johnny's trial is behind them and the chaos of that ordeal is no longer hanging over their heads, she feels like it might finally be the right moment to focus on building the kind of family she has always dreamed about. For Chanel, the concept of adoption isn't just about bringing a child into her home. It represents stability, legacy, and filling a void she has felt for years. Yet the question still lingers: will Johnny truly be on board this time, or will his hesitation resurface? In the past, it was Johnny's reluctance that halted the process, and while Chanel might want to believe things are different now, there's no denying that he could still have reservations about the timing, the responsibility, or whether adoption is the right choice for them as a couple. Adding to this is the possibility that Chanel already has a specific baby in mind, something that could force Johnny to make a decision sooner than he might be comfortable with. The tension here isn't just about whether or not they will adopt. It's about how aligned they are as partners when it comes to making life-changing choices. At the same time, over in the DiMera orbit, Gabby and Tony find themselves slipping into the familiar role of conspirators. Salem has seen plenty of scheming within the DiMera family, but this particular pairing suggests a very calculated plan is about to unfold. Gabby thrives when she's plotting her next move, and Tony brings a sharpness and old-school DiMera sensibility that adds weight to their partnership. Together, they are likely crafting a scheme that could shake the balance of power within the family business or reposition them in a way that threatens their rivals. What makes their collaboration intriguing is that both characters know how to play the long game, and whenever DiMera start whispering in corners, the fallout usually ripples across Salem, touching not just their family but outsiders too. Meanwhile, Marlena is wrestling with something far more internal and unsettling. Despite all her strength, wisdom, and years of resilience, she can't shake the nightmares that drag her back into her past as the so-called Queen of the Night. That chapter of her life was dark, twisted, and traumatic, and though she has moved forward, the subconscious reminders continue to haunt her. Turning to Belle for help isn't just about asking for advice. It's Marlena opening up about her vulnerability and admitting that she cannot face this alone. For Belle, this request may stir up her own memories of what her mother went through, and it underscores how deeply that era of Marlena's life still casts a shadow over her family. And then there's the Kyriakis drama. Philip hasn't forgotten what Xander did to him, nearly beating him within an inch of his life, and while he may be offering a second chance on the surface, underneath it all, he remains wary and skeptical. His decision to test Xander is less about giving him an opportunity to prove himself and more about pushing him to the edge to see if his so-called anger management progress is genuine or just an act. For Xander, this becomes a trial of self-control, because no matter how much he may want to prove that he has changed, being provoked by Philip is bound to stir up old instincts. If he can pass the test, it may mean a fresh start, some form of redemption, or at least cautious trust from Philip. But if he fails, it will confirm Philip's worst suspicions and possibly destroy whatever fragile truce exists between them. Altogether, Thursday's episode is one of contrasts. Dreams of building families against the backdrop of schemes and betrayals, old nightmares colliding with present fears, and personal tests that could either heal or break bonds further. Salem thrives on this blend of hope and conflict, and every storyline unfolding that day speaks to the larger theme that no matter how much characters want to move forward, the past and their own weaknesses always find a way to complicate the future.